Hello drama lovers, welcome back to K-pop world. But today, there's no euphoria, no laughter, no sweet behind-the-scenes moments, and no cute clips from your favorite dramas. Today, we're talking about something far deeper, something you'll never see on screen. But it hits hard, even for those who are used to loss. Those tears weren't scripted, and that hospital wasn't a filming location. In the dead of night, two of the biggest names in Chinese drama, Shu Kai and Tan Songyun, sat on the cold hospital floor, not for a scene, but because of a reality too bitter to accept. The beeping of a slowing monitor, the unstable heartbeat, and finally, a flat line on the screen, all marking the end of a journey. Shu Kai didn't cry when cameras stopped. Tan Songyun isn't someone who breaks easily in public. But that night, they couldn't hold it in. Someone was gone, and what remained was silence and pain. Not a partner, not a family member by blood, but someone far more than that. Her name was Lao Shuli, a senior acting coach, a mentor, mother figure, friend, and silent protector of many young Chinese actors, including Shu Kai and Songyun. Most people outside the industry had never heard of her. No viral social media, no interviews, no YouTube clips. But those who knew her knew that she was the invisible foundation behind the careers of many stars. Lao Shili didn't just teach acting techniques. She shaped character. She built confidence. She didn't just direct. She saved lost souls in an industry that often swallows the vulnerable, including the two stars now crying over her loss. Shu Kai met her when he was just a background actor. No one knew his name, not even himself. At one point, he stood in the wrong position, delivered the wrong line, and nearly got kicked off set. But Lao Shili came to him and simply said, "Don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid of stopping." That sentence stayed with him for life. Shu Kai called it the moment that saved me. Meanwhile, Songyun met her in a university drama class. She had been rejected by casting after casting. She thought about quitting. Lao Shili called her aside, handed her a short script, and said, "If you can make me cry today, then you were born for this." Songyun read the lines with a trembling voice, and when she looked up, she saw tears in Lao Shili's eyes. From that moment on, they never drifted apart. No matter how big they became, they always came back to her when they felt lost. But like many heartbreaking stories, some people hide their pain to protect others. For months, Shu Kai noticed something off. Fewer texts from Lao Shili. Songyun also felt it. Her voice was weaker, her steps slower, her eyes held something back. But when asked, Lao Shili just laughed. "I'm just tired. My kids are soaring, and their mom's getting old." None of them knew she was battling late-stage cancer. She chose to fight it alone, refused aggressive treatment, refused to tell anyone, because she didn't want to be a burden, because she didn't want to be seen weak, because to her, strength wasn't for herself, but for the one she loved. One night, one phone call, everything stopped. The hospital contacted both of them almost at the same time. Shu Kai was filming a rain scene. Songyun had just turned off her bedroom lights. They both rushed to the hospital, and when they arrived, Lao Shili was already fading. Her body was frail, her hands cold, but her smile unchanged. She held their hands, forcing out her voice. "I'm sorry. I won't be there to see you on your next big stage." And her final words, barely audible, "Keep living with your heart." The monitor slowed, and then a flat line. Shu Kai stood frozen. Songyun dropped to her knees, hugging the lifeless body. Her sobs pierced the silence. Nurses cried. The doctor bowed. That night, the entire hospital floor mourned. Someone the world didn't know, but whom they loved more than words could say. No Instagram posts, no emotional tributes, Shukai and Songyun chose silence. In an industry that moves fast and often feels cold, they didn't want to turn grief into a spectacle. But fans noticed. Their aura changed. Songyun disappeared from screens, declined several projects, and when she returned, she was physically present, but emotionally distant. Shukai became quieter. He rejected interviews, and during one live session, he paused for nearly a full minute, just staring into the screen. Fans assumed he was sick, but they didn't know his heart was what was sick. Months later, Shukai and Songyun won acting awards for a joint drama project. And on stage, without mentioning names, Songyun said, "To the one who taught us to love the process, not the results, who always stood in the shadows, but shone the brightest." Shukai added, "I wouldn't be anyone without you. And even if you're not physically here, I know you're watching from somewhere peaceful." As they walked off stage, a few front row fans saw tears falling, silently. In an industry filled with lights and fame, there are people who never seek the spotlight. They are not viral. They are not trending. But they are the reason stars shine. LaRoche Lee was one of them. And her story reminds us that true love doesn't need attention. It just shows up, strengthens, then fades away quietly. But its impact stays forever. Have you ever lost someone the world didn't know, but who changed your world? Someone who asked for nothing, but gave you everything. Share your story in the comments. Let's honor those silent heroes. And don't forget to subscribe, so you won't miss more heart-stirring stories like this one. We'll be back with tales that touch the soul, only on K-Pop World.